Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Tani.
How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you, sweetheart. How are
Good
you?
evening, sir.
Hey, Zafri, good evening.
I am
Good evening,
fine.
sir.
You're fine? Really fine?
Yeah.
Okay. And let's have a conversation.
Good evening, sir.
Let's have a conversation. What's your name? Tell me your name.
Good evening, sir.
Do not mute yourself. Just unmute yourself. Hello, Rukaiya. Yes, sweetie. So, your name is Maria. Say it again.
Say it again. Again.
Again.
Say it again.
Myra.
Myra. So, Myra, how was your day today?
4 years old.
Uh-huh. 4 years old. Okay. Your day was 4 years old. Okay.
Sir, she only catch Howard like me.
Talk to her in English. Improve your own English and talk to her in English. She will catch all the words she will hear. You know, children
No,
have an
no.
amazing ability to learn languages,
I is
guys.
not about
They
word.
can surprise you the way they learn, so fast.
Listen carefully, then answer. Okay.
No, 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 no. Don't lecture her, please. Stop that right now, right away. This is what I hate about teachers. All they know is how to put the blame on the students. Small kids, listen carefully. Huh, can you believe it?
Sir, she catch only Howard.
Shut
And
up. I'm so annoyed. How could you say this to a 3-year-old girl? Listen carefully. Do you say this to her in Hindi? You don't do
sir.
that to young kids, okay? Young kids catch when you keep talking to them. Okay, it depends on the repetition you offer. If you are voluble in your language, when you talk and you are voluble, children will keep listening, keep listening, keep listening, keep listening, and they will automatically develop an understanding for the word. If you're not giving them enough repetition and you start pay attention, nothing will happen. Okay, so it's all about how frequently how valuable you are with the children, how much you speak. If you speak a lot with the children, they'll automatically pick up. I know when I'm in a class with kids, how difficult it is for me because I have to speak on different topics to help them develop vocabulary. And this is why good schools, play schools, okay? Play schools. I'm talking about play schools where you send 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old children. They do not do anything other than teach them the language. They just play with the children, speak English all the time, and those children learn the language, okay? This is how it is done. So, Manisha, instead of saying to her, pay attention, just keep using the sentences. Keep using the sentences. She doesn't have to apply her mind like you guys, okay? You are adults, she's a kid. She has to feel. If she remembered that perhaps after what's her name, everybody asked how old are you, so she answered I'm 4. Okay, but I didn't ask her how old are you. I said how was your day today. She doesn't know the day today. If she knew those words, if she had a feeling for those words, she would answer. And if she doesn't have the feeling, it's just because she needs more repetition of those words. She needs to listen to them more often. So take the full responsibility and talk to her in English and improve your English so that you can talk more naturally to her. Okay? That's what you can do for her. She's an amazing child. Just like all other children, children are amazing. Aisha, Jishan, I can't see you guys. Yep. Okay, good to see you now. Okay, Aisha, are you annoyed with me, Aisha?
Not at all.
Excuse me, sir.
Now I know you are.
No, sir.
Because I only asked her to pay the tax, not you. I
No, sir.
never asked you to pay the tax, huh? I told her, you know what? Only you will pay the tax because you're pretty. Your sister will not pay the tax. She looked at me. Jishan, Sumit, how are you guys doing? Aisha has a
Sir,
9-year-old sister.
sir,
She's so cute, so cute. Cuteness, what do we can say? Oh, her cuteness is overwhelming. She's so cute. Hey, Sumit, where were you yesterday? It was your Wi-Fi? What was the
Good
issue?
evening, sir.
Hey, good evening.
hello,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We are, sir, from one Wi-Fi. Me and my friends are distributing it to each other. So one wire is going, a lot of wire is going to the main router, and
Hmm.
Hello,
sometimes
sir. Can you hear me, sir?
my wire
I can
get
hear you, Jishan. I
torn.
can hear you.
Sir,
Hmm.
can I turn off the camera today because I have pain in head.
Okay. You said,
Good
can I
evening.
turn off the camera? Listen, you said, can I turn off the camera? Okay. You're saying, can I turn off the camera? But your camera is already off. How can you turn it off? Your camera is
Uh,
already off.
yes,
So
sir.
your
Sir.
question should be, can I
Yes,
keep
sir.
my camera off today?
Yes, sir. I'm
What should
lie
you
down
say?
on the bed and attending the class, sir.
Yeah, that's fine. So your question should be, can I keep my
Can
camera
I
off
keep?
today?
Yes, sir. Can I keep my camera off today?
Very good. Okay. Nandini, you once wrote, no, it was not you, somebody else. Okay, ignore it. Okay. So where do we start? With the practice book? The homework, with the homework, right? The white mouse.
Sir, can you answer a question of my mind?
Yeah, sure, beta.
Uh, I have sent it in the group again. Please check,
Please,
sir. I have sent
please.
4 sentences, sir, and I want to know, are all of them correct or not?
Okay. Pre-intermediate group. What would you do if you win this prize? What will you do if you win this prize? What would you do if you won that prize? What will you do if you won that prize? Okay. Sumit, it's a very, very confusing thing. I can understand why you're confused. Let me explain, okay? If you
Yes,
have the present tense, okay, win is the present tense, right?
yes, sir.
And one is the past tense.
Yes, sir.
Grammar says if you use win, the present tense, use will, okay? So the second sentence in the first pair, what will you do if you win this prize?
Uh, okay, so what will you do if you win this prize is correct, and what would
Let
you
me
do
explain
if
why.
you?
Let me explain why it is correct, okay? Because when you use win, the present tense, okay,
Yes, sir.
then you use will. What will you do? What will you
Okay.
do if I give you $1 million? Okay. What
Yes,
will
sir.
you do if you win a lottery worth $1 million? Okay, like that. What will you do? Okay. So
Yes,
when
sir.
we say will, we have present tense. And when we say would, we have the past tense. What would you do if you won that prize? Okay. I hope you are not asking me question about this and that. You're mainly discussing the choice of will and would, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the point here is, if you use the past tense, if you won that prize, one is the V2, then you choose would, okay? What would you do? Remember that combination.
Yes, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
The other two sentences are grammatically wrong, but people use them all the time. They're grammatically wrong.
Yes, sir. Got it. It came in my exam, sir, and I
I
incorrected
know.
it.
Very important. It's very important. We will study those things as well. We have these things in our syllabus in, I think in it 9, 10 or 11 or 12 somewhere. Okay, we will study.
Okay, sir.
Let's see. Read the introduction to the text about Nancy Wake. Just saying this, okay, I don't know about the exams you are going to take now, but once this course is over and you do any exams in English, I can tell you, Sumit, you will not have to struggle. I can assure you, okay? Because this course is going to take your English to a very, very good level where you will know what is right and why it is right and so many things about English. Don't worry.
Yes.
I'm also starting an intermediate class, which will be 2 days a week. I'm not very sure, but not for all the students. But Sumit, if you can find time because you are preparing for a job, you know, just 2 days a week, take out time from your routine and maybe be there. Okay, I will let
Okay,
you know
sir. I
about
will
this,
think
about the
about
schedule.
it too.
Okay. Read the introduction to the text about Nancy Wake. Read the introduction to the text about Nancy Wake. Who was she? And what nickname did the Gestapo give her? Okay, read the introduction. Let's read the introduction. Introduction. But what is the answer? You have already read. Who was she? Who was Nancy Wake?
Sir, she was a
He
spy.
was a soldier and spy.
Yeah. Okay. Nancy Wake was a soldier.
Soldier and
Okay.
spy.
And a spy. All right. She was a Second World War soldier and a spy. Okay. What nickname did the Gestapo give her?
White
The
mouse.
Gestapo gave
White
her
mouse.
name
The
White
nickname she received was White Mouse, right?
Yes.
The nickname the Gestapo gave her was White Mouse.
Mouse.
And why? Because she was so difficult to catch. Like a white mouse is difficult to catch. Okay. Maybe a mouse is difficult to catch because she was white, so she was called the white mouse. Read the full text and underline the correct form of the verb. Okay. Rosanna, welcome.
Hello, teacher. I'm sorry, I'm late.
Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. Okay. Totally fine. Saurav, Ravi, would love to have you on camera, guys. Please be on camera.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
thank you. So nice of you. Thank you. Good evening. So, guys, let's read. Read the full text and underline the correct form of the verb. Let's read. Nancy Wake, soldier and spy. Nancy Wake was a Second World War soldier and spy. During the war, the Gestapo gave her the nickname the White Mouse because she was so difficult to catch. Nancy Wake was a Second World War soldier and spy. During the war, the Gestapo gave her the nickname the White Mouse, because she was so difficult to catch. Okay. Nancy was born in New Zealand, but she grew up in Australia, or she was growing up in Australia? Which will you go with?
Grew
She
up.
grew up in
She
Australia.
grew up. She grew up in Australia. She grew up in Australia. Nancy was born in New Zealand, but she grew up in Australia. At the age of 20, she left Australia. She was born in New Zealand, but she grew up in Australia. And at the age of 20, she left Australia. When did she leave Australia?
At the age of
At the age
20.
of 20. At the age of 20. She left
Age of
Australia
20.
and traveled to London. She left Australia and traveled to London. Okay.
London.
The third, she traveled to London, New York, and Paris. Wow. She traveled to a lot of places. Hmm. She traveled to London, she traveled to New York and Paris. She settled down in France. She settled down in France. So guys, we understand what settle down means: to have a more stable lifestyle, to have a more, yeah, like, to do something which is less, I will say, unstable and unpredictable, right? When you guys are young, you're dating XYZ for 1 week, PQR another week, right? So that's not settled down. You're not settled down. But when you choose to be with one person, then you can say, I have decided to settle down. Okay. Maybe you are changing jobs. 1 month, 2 months, you do one job, then you do another job. You're not really sure what you want to do in life. And then you finally do some job and you think this is your calling, this is what you want to be doing all your life. And then you decide to settle down. So you say, yes, this is it. Okay. Nice. So she decided to settle down in France. She settled down in France and married a Frenchman, Henry Fiocha. I don't know how I should be saying this name. Rosanna is giving a smile because she perhaps knows how to pronounce this name. Help me, Rosanna. How do I pronounce this name? Rosanna, you're looking slimmer. Have you been sick? Have you been okay? You're looking slimmer. I don't know. You seem to have lost a lot of weight.
I'm fine. Now I'm fine. Yes.
But you have definitely lost a little bit of weight now.
Yes.
I can see. You're looking slimmer. I don't know it is good or bad, but you're looking better. With this slim face, you're looking younger. I don't know whether you're feeling strong or not. Sometimes what happens, you lose weight and you start to feel weak, right? But as far as the appearance is concerned, you're looking much younger than earlier because you lost weight. People lose weight and they look younger, no? Yeah, that's interesting. I've lost a couple of kilos too. Now I weigh 69. And I think 2-3 months ago, I weighed about 76. So I've lost 7 kilos.
But you are not looking young.
Don't do this to me, please. I can't handle it. I'm very, very, insecure already about my health, my looks. Okay. So please don't tease me like this, Ravi. Okay. Where were we? She settled down in France and married a Frenchman, Henry Fiocha, whatever. Okay. Not sure. They
were living
They
in
were
living
living in
Marseille.
Marseille when the war started. Okay. Do we have Sabaji here?
No, sir.
She hasn't joined today. Okay, never mind. They were living in Marseille when the war started. Very good. Good choice. This time they were living in Marseille when the war started. Because of this line, when the war started. Nancy, can I help you experiment a little bit? Suppose we do not see this part, when the war started. Okay. Instead of this, when the war started, if we have for 3 years, instead of when the war started, what do you see here? For 3 years. Then will you still choose were living, or will you change your mind about the verb form? They lived in Marseille for 3 years.
3 years.
Right? So it's very important that you understand why you're choosing this. Okay. They were living in Marseille when the war started. Nancy joined the French resistance. Nancy joined the French resistance and helped a lot of people. She joined the French resistance and helped a lot of people escape the country. Okay. She helped a lot of people escape the country. To escape is also equally correct. She helped a lot of people to escape the country, escape a place, to run away from there. Okay. Mm. Escape from somewhere is also correct. Okay. But escape the country, to get out of the country. Okay. Nancy joined the French resistance. Capital F, capital R must be a movement, right? French resistance. She joined the French resistance and helped a lot of people escape the country. Remember what I'm saying? I'm saying you could see she helped a lot of people to escape the country, and that would be correct as well. So you can
Reg-
say, yes.
Resistance, French resistance.
What do you want me to tell you?
Sir, I don't understand this word.
Manisha, can you see that there is a capital F and capital R?
Yes, sir.
What does it show? What does it mean? Why do we have capital F and capital R? Why not small?
Sir, name. It's a name.
Name of what? A place, a person, a thing. Answer. A place, a person, or a thing. These names are called nouns. So it is a noun. Now tell me, it is a noun, sure. Now it is a name of a person, or is it a name of a place, or is it a name of a thing? Answer quickly. Use the elimination strategy to understand what the answer should be.
Sir, a place.
Nancy joined the French resistance. Nancy joined a place. Nancy joined a place. Nancy joined Nalanda, huh? Nancy joined Patna, right? Nancy joined Australia, okay?
People, sir.
People, okay. Oh, Ravi, people are reading what you have written. Now I have to read it out loud. Ravi wrote, if I were a girl, I would behave differently and try to find a boyfriend like you. Really? Okay. That makes me doubtful about you a little bit. In the class. What did he say? Girl, yeah, I don't care about girls in metro. I remember that. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm serious. Yeah, I'm seriously doubting him. Okay. Okay, fine. Guys, the French resistance was a movement. I did mention it, didn't I? I said that French resistance was a movement. And you see, in the Second World War, France was attacked by Germany. Yeah, Hitler attacked France. Okay. And she joined the French resistance. It was a movement. Okay. It was a thing. What kind of thing? It was a movement. Okay. Okay. And she joined this resistance, this movement, and helped a lot of people escape the
To
country.
escape the country.
So whenever there are proper nouns in a text like this, people who do not have a good understanding of the language will often ask you, what does that word mean? Because it's a proper noun. So they will not understand why it is there. And Manisha, you proved what I always say. Proper nouns confuse those people who don't have a good understanding of English. Manisha, you need to stop learning and accumulating knowledge about English, and you should just work on one thing, that English is a language like Hindi, all right? And when people say something in English, they're saying something which is a message, all right? Your problem, Manisha, I'm being very blunt, very straightforward. I hope you will appreciate it. Your problem is you are surrounded by people who do not know English, and among them, you are somebody who knows, and this is kind of changing your perception about things. My suggestion to you is approach
Maybe,
English.
sir, when she reads something and when she wants to know about that sentence meaning, so she is translating.
Thank you, Ravi, but I don't want to make any comments on what you said. I have my own, feedback to give her. My feedback, Manisha, is very simple. Please understand that you do not need to accumulate information about English. You will find a person, my dear students, okay, who will come and ask me 10 questions. And out of those 10 questions, I will not be able to answer 8 or 7 or 9 of them, maybe. That person will go with his chest, pumped up. Okay, I made Vinay sir speechless. He could not answer my questions. Okay? But trust me, it will not matter even a bit to me. If that person is not able to communicate the way I do in English, if that person is asking me questions in English and his language is not so good, I won't care about the question he asked me and whether or not I answered the question. You know what I mean? It is possible that you find those questions which are very tricky, and you have to specifically study those questions to know the answer. For example, a person can walk in and say, "What is the longest word in English?" And I'll say, "I don't know." You know what I mean? Like this kind of thing. Now, no matter how well you speak English, you will not know the answer to this question unless you study this particular question. So this is called accumulating information, okay? I'm asking you very straightforward. Stop accumulating information about English and just read and listen to English a lot. If you really care about improving your English, it is high time, Manisha. It is high time. I know you have been through so many ups and downs in life. I'm aware of those all those things. But I'm just saying, English will not listen to any excuses, okay? So if you want improvement of in your English, you have to do what I'm saying. Stop accumulating information about English. If you have books with you which teach you ye hota hai, wo hota hai, aise hota hai, waise hota hai, burn them, okay? But the problem is, I know you won't do it. Why? Because the job that you have requires you to have that kind of knowledge. I'm sorry, it is not helping your cause of learning English. Now, I would like to take this opportunity, take this moment to help you with a question that you asked that I totally forgot about many days ago. Remember, you put a question, and don't be quiet. Manisha, I'm not shouting, I'm not angry at you. I'm not, okay? And I'm not criticizing you in a negative way. I'm just trying to tell you what will help you, dear, okay? That's my job. So just be positive and take my, advice positively, okay? She put a question some days ago. What were those questions, Manisha? You wrote a sentence in science and something, how to form a question. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Whom do all living beings on the earth depend on for their survival? Okay, the sentence is, all living beings on this earth depend on something for their survival. Okay? Understand? All living beings on this earth depend on water for their survival, depend on the sunlight for their survival? Something like that? I'm not concerned about my answer is factually correct or not. I'm just concerned with the language, okay? All living beings, living things, all living beings on this earth depend on something for their survival. And what is that something? So the question should be, what? Because it is something, not somebody. All living beings depend on somebody or something. Something. Right? All living beings depend on something. Something. It could be water, it could be sunlight, it could be oxygen. All right. All living beings depend on something for their survival. Now, the question is, what? What was that thing? So, what do all living beings on this earth depend on for their survival? So, instead of whom, the question word should be what? Now, what kind of mistake is this? I'll say A2 level mistake, A1 level mistake, that you are getting the question word wrong. Who is used for people or things, right? For things we use what? Here the question word is whom, which is for people. Okay. And when we use whom, by the way, and if there is a preposition, the preposition has to be with the word. On whom? Okay. With whom do you live? To whom are you saying this? Listen to this line. With whom do you live? With whom do you live? To whom are you saying this? Now, if you replace this whom with who, in modern English, people don't use whom a lot, okay? Not in conversation, not in exams, nowhere. But in our Indian exams, they still ask questions related to the word whom. So it is still relevant in India. But outside India, nobody studies the word whom anymore. It has become almost obsolete. Almost obsolete it has become. You know, people don't use the word whom, okay? Instead, they use who. And when they use the word who, the preposition goes at the end. For example, who do you live with? Who do you live with? And the same question with whom will be, with whom do you live? So with comes with the question word. When you say whom, with whom do you live? Who do you live with? And to whom are you saying this? Who are you saying this to? Who are you saying this to? Who are you saying this to? तुम ये बात किससे कह रहे हो? हाँ? Who are you saying this to? हमसे. तुम हमको जानते हो? Who are you saying this to? You're saying this to me. Do you even have, do you have any idea of who I am? You're saying this to me. All right. So who are you saying this to? To whom are you saying this? Huh? To whom are you saying this? To me. Okay. Do you have an idea? Okay. So I hope I have explained. So Manisha, are you strong enough to study with me? Can you take my feedback?
Yes,
Sometimes
sir.
it's a little bit bitter, you know, not very
I'm
palatable.
worried about my English, nothing else.
So that's okay. Worrying won't help. Just do what I said. Stop accumulating information about English. If it is necessary for your teaching, you know, because you teach some children, and sometimes I know if you're teaching class 3, 4, 5 children, you know, their grammar books, oh my goodness, they have this sentence, that grammar rule, this grammar rule, and all that is nonsense in my opinion. Okay. Why I'm saying nonsense? The students can't appreciate any part of it. Okay. They just have to take the answer from the teacher, mug it up, and just go and copy paste the same answers in the exam without knowing what exactly they did. They have no idea what they did, what they wrote. They have to memorize the answer from the teacher. Schools cannot give the answers to every single person because there are 50, 60 students. So they go to tuition classes. Now in tuition classes, there are 10, 15 students in a room, in a group. So the teacher can make sure that everybody writes the right answer. And the student's job is again to memorize. Even after going to tuition classes, they don't develop understanding. They still need to memorize. You guys take a look at your own example. You guys memorize the definition of nouns, verbs, adjectives, didn't you? All class 6 you memorize, class 7th because they asked you to write the definition of adjective. And then you join my class, and then I told you to see what nouns are, what adjectives are. Get a feeling for them. Today, you can easily decide much better than your school days which words are nouns, which words are adjectives, which words are verbs. You can make a better decision today. But I didn't teach you the definition, did I? So please understand the real things are different. लेकिन मेरे को real पढ़ाने के चक्कर में मेरा बैंड बजा हुआ financially, okay? तो मेरे को भी जाना पड़ेगा उसी रास्ते पे जिस पे सब चल रहे हैं पैसे कमाने के लिए, okay? क्योंकि
Sir,
किसी
by
को
the
समझ
way,
आएगा तभी ना.
No, sir. You are just telling you wants to go that way, but you
भैया जब
are
घर पे
not it.
खाना नहीं होगा तो हद तो
No,
करना
sir. I'm
पड़ेगा.
seriously. No, sir. I know very well
Okay.
who are you.
If
That's
I
why
knew
I'm saying.
like you na, I would be able to buy my own house if I knew the English like you.
So you are indirectly telling me useless.
No, 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 no. This is
She,
not.
Manisha, indirectly called me useless. She said if she had English like me, she would buy a house. Okay. मतलब मेरी इतनी अच्छी इंग्लिश हो करके भी मैंने क्या कर लिया? क्या कर लिया? देखो.
it,
अरे
it's called
बाबा,
revenge.
क्या बात है बेटा, आप लोगों ने मेरा बैंड बजा दिया आज.
जहाँ मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ ना वहाँ मुझे इतनी अच्छी नहीं आती है तो भी मैं मतलब ठीक ठाक पैसे ले लेती हूँ, ये मैं बोल रही हूँ सर
हाँ,
कि
ये सही है
Sir,
मनीषा.
it's called revenge.
काफी अच्छे से ना सर, तो सच में
It's
आज
called
बहुत
revenge. उसको रिवेंज दिख रहा है इसमें. Not everybody is like you.
J-
Not everybody is vindictive like you. A vindictive person takes revenge. Yeah, he doesn't forgive. Okay. Not everybody is vindictive like you. Understand?
सर आई डिडंट गेट व्हाट आर यू सेइंग.
Don't worry, Manisha. Watch the recording later. हाँ, फिर से बोलता हूँ. जैसे कल मैंने सबा जी को कहा, और ये बात मैं बहुत लोगों को कहता हूँ कि आपको समझना होगा मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ. आप लोग चाहते हो कि खाली वो वाला आंसर दे दो जो स्पून फीडिंग करने वाला हो, कि ये बता दो. जैसे कल एक बात हुई थी शायद, ये आई सेड सबा जी मैं आपके सवाल का जवाब नहीं दूंगा. हाँ, एग्जॉस्टेड. जब मैंने सारी बात बता दी तो कहती है एग्जॉस्टेड मींस टायर्ड. मैं हाँ या ना बोलूं ताकि वो मान लें. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है, आपको फील करना था. तो मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वही बात मनीषा के लिए, सबके लिए. मनीषा ने कहा कि मुझे समझ नहीं आया. इट्स ऑल राइट, नहीं समझ पाए, सुन नहीं पाए होंगे. नॉट अ बिग डील. बट द रिकॉर्डिंग विल बी अवेलेबल. आप सुनेंगे भी और समझेंगे भी कोशिश करके कि क्या बोला है. ठीक है.
Sir,
Context is important to understand the meaning. Yes.
sir, you were talking about nouns, so I got this question. Sir, in a sentence that the bride is ready for the groom. So here the word groom is noun, sir. I
Yes,
am
it is.
no,
Yes,
yes,
it
sir.
is. It is.
And sir, now the plane is ready to take off for taking
Huh.
off to take off. So takeoff is what?
Okay, 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 okay.
It was
Oh,
not in option as
I can
verb.
understand. I can understand why you're asking this question. Actually, it just remind me of what I used to feel confused about. Exactly. Why not? So the bride is ready for the groom. So the bride is ready for somebody. Okay. The bride
Or
is
the
ready.
dancer is ready to dance. The girl is ready to dance.
Now understand. 2 plus V1. Okay. We say ready to do something and we call it ये तो ऐसे भी फिक्स्ड है. रेडी टू डू समथिंग. यू आर रेडी टू डू समथिंग मतलब आप कुछ करने के लिए तैयार है. तो ये 2 plus V1 है. रेडी टू डू समथिंग, इसको वर्ब पैटर्न कहते हैं. जो कुछ एडजेक्टिव के साथ क्या वर्ब पैटर्न फॉलो होता है. ठीक है. ये फिक्स्ड एक्सप्रेशंस है. जैसे रेडी का एक्सप्रेशन है ये टू टू डांस का मामला नहीं है. रेडी टू डू एनीथिंग फ्रेज ही सीखोगे. अगर मैं आपको डिक्शनरी पे ले जाऊं तो वहां लिखा मिलेगा रेडी टू डू समथिंग. क्या लिखा मिलेगा? रेडी
Ready to
टू
do
डू
something.
समथिंग. बिकॉज किसी लैंग्वेज में कैसे बोला जाता है मतलब नहीं है. इंग्लिश में ऐसे बोला जाता है. कैसे भाई? रेडी टू डू समथिंग. आई एम रेडी टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन. राइट.
Yes, sir. So what is it, sir? It is
It-
not verb.
It is a verb. It is called finite verbs. नॉन फिनाइट वर्ब्स. नॉन बार बार मैं कंफ्यूज जाता हूँ फिनाइट नॉन फिनाइट में. इनको नॉन फिनाइट्स कहते हैं. क्या कहते हैं?
Non-finite. Sir, do you
Yes.
know what is गिरंड या फिर जीरंड, आई डोंट नो,
Gerund,
GERUND.
gerund, gerund. हाँ, gerund. ये नॉन फिनाइट है। टू डू समथिंग इज जेरंड। इसीलिए मैं कह रहा हूं, जैसे आप जेरंड बोलो, आप नॉन फिनाइट बोलो, ये सब टेक्निकल टर्म्स हैं। इनको ग्रामर को हैंडल करने के लिए आदमी को पूरा डेडिकेशन चाहिए ग्रामर पे। अगर नहीं भी है तो भी आप इंग्लिश बोल सकते हो। मेरा पॉइंट क्या है, और सही इंग्लिश लिख भी सकते हो, ठीक है। अगर किसी
तो इट
एग्जाम
वाज
में ये
जेरंड सर.
नहीं, ये जेरन नहीं है, मैं बता रहा हूँ। जेरन में आईएनजी होता है, जब भी होगा आईएनजी फॉर्म होगा,
ओके
तभी
ओके.
उसे जेरन बोलते हैं। ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन वन मोर टाइम। जब तक, unless until you are going to take an exam where they will ask you to tell me what part of a speech this word is, जब तक ऐसा एग्जाम नहीं आ रहा हो, ठीक है, तब तक आप वर्ब पैटर्न्स को, फिक्स एक्सप्रेशंस को, पैटर्न्स को बस फॉलो करते रहिए एंड यू आर फाइन। तो मुझे बताओ सुमित, people are expecting you to get these things right or to explain these expressions, ये बताओ।
To get these right.
But that's all. So why waste our energy on things which are not going to make us any better in English?
Yes sir, yes sir.
We are not going to be teachers, all of us. Are we here to train as teachers? No,
No
we
sir.
are here to learn English, to use in our lives and to write exams so that we can get jobs or maybe get promotion and stuff. So there, all they want is you to have the skill. They don't want you to have the explanation for what you're speaking.
Yes
That
sir.
is my job as a teacher, right? मैंने क्या realize किया कि मेरी समझ होनी जरूरी है, लेकिन मैं वही terms बोल के तुम्हें समझाऊं तो मैं idiot हूं,
Yes sir.
ठीक है?
No
क्योंकि
sir.
तुम्हें टीचर नहीं बनना है। तो मैं फिर से जाता हूं वहां, ready to do something, ready for something, दो अलग अलग एक्सप्रेशन बता रहा हूं। मैंने कहा ready to do something, ready for something. Are you ready for the match? Are you ready for the match? Now ready for something, something noun हो जाएगा, something is always a noun। लेकिन मैंने कहा ready to do something, to do मतलब क्या हुआ, 2 + V1, 2 + V1।
Yes sir.
आगे आर बी, want to do something, वैसे ही एक्सप्रेशन है, फिक्स्ड है, कुछ नहीं कर सकते तुम। want to do something। फिर सुनो, enjoy to do नहीं बोलते हैं, enjoy doing बोलते हैं। अब
Yes,
ये
sir.
verb patterns we are going to touch them in unit 4 or 5 maybe, okay, so many similar phrases। ये fixed हैं, कुछ adjectives के बाद, कुछ verbs के बाद एक खास तरह से pattern English का follow होता है, and you need to learn them because maybe in your mother tongue the pattern is something else, but you are not going to translate the pattern in your mother tongue into English. You are going to speak or write the way English is spoken. So advanced learners dictionaries give you these patterns, okay? और आप लोग जो ग्रो कर रहे हो, जिस तरीके से मैं बता रहा हूँ, धीरे धीरे वो सुनते सुनते आदत बन जाएगी आपकी। आप सारे लोग A to Z people here in the class, please tell me, आप क्या बोलना पसंद करेंगे? He is ready to leave or he is ready for leave?
To leave.
Leave.
He is ready to leave.
Leave.
He is ready to
leave.
leave। ठीक है, आपके
Yes,
मुंह पे सही आ रहा है ना? That's all that matters। आगे सुनिएगा। He is ready to resign, ready for resign।
Ready
To.
He is ready,
Ready to
to
resign.
resign. To
he is
resign. Yeah.
ready. No,
To
to resign.
resign.
Resign is a verb. To resign. Resign is a verb.
He
No, because
resigned
resign
for
is a verb too. Resign is also a verb. Resign is a verb. He's ready to
To
resign.
resign.
To do something. He's ready to do something. What is this to here to do? Resign. He's ready to resign. He's ready to resign. Okay. Okay. Ready for something. Okay. तो something यहाँ noun होगा. So he's ready for the test. He's ready for the exam. He's ready for the match. He's ready for an inquiry. He's ready for an inquiry. क्योंकि an inquiry, ready for an inquiry. Okay. अभी सुनो. He's ready to be investigated. He's ready to be investigated.
Investigated.
Okay. He's ready to be questioned. He's ready to be questioned. To be, to do something. तो धीरे धीरे जैसे से आप सुनते रहोगे, ये है सेकंड लेवल हमारा। थर्ड लेवल तक जाते जाते आप लोग की इंग्लिश हर बशर्ते आप मेरे साथ मेहनत करो। मैं ऐसे प्रॉमिस नहीं कर रहा कि मैं अकेले करवा दूंगा, नहीं। मेरे
Yes,
पास
sir.
ये प्रोग्राम है जिसके साथ आपको मेहनत कम करना पड़ता है। मेहनत मतलब ज्यादा ये माथा नहीं खटाना पड़ता है। जेरंड और ये सब पढ़ा होगा सुमित, जेरंड और क्या कहते
No,
हैं,
sir.
इन्फिनिटी, नॉन
Sir,
फिनाइट, फिनाइट वर्ब्स।
it was in option, so I remember it.
कहाँ बात कर रहे हो, कहाँ क्वेश्चन, व्हाट आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट?
In my examination, sir, the question was the plane is ready to take off, and there were four options in which verb was not given. Gerund was given, conjunction was given, preposition was given, and noun was given. And it was my last question, sir, and I did a very silly thing because of
I
that
do you have the
less
question
time.
paper, Sumit?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Please visit me in physical class if you are in Bihar. Are you in Bihar?
Yeah, now I am.
You are in Bihar?
Yes, sir.
Please visit the physical class with the question paper. I think I can help you. If an exam is asking questions like this, I have very simple, strategy to help you. You will not miss any of these questions. Very easy.
Yes.
Okay. So
Sir,
just visit.
yes, sir. Okay, sir. I will visit. Then I will.
Because मैंने ये तो जाना ही नहीं कि they are asking such questions. It's amazing. I'm happy that they are asking such questions now.
Yes,
ये
sir.
क्वेश्चन पूछने का मतलब है कि आपको बहुत
NDA
अच्छे
and
से गहरे
CDS
समझ
exams
रखनी
are.
होगी।
So NDA and CDS exams are asking in English very
हाँ,
good question that are interesting, not those type of question which you were saying, na, sir, a
हाँ,
few days back.
yes, memorize कर
They
लो।
for sir, if you are preparing English for NDA and you go to somewhere to learn English for NDA, that question will not come for sure. It will come that you have not studied and you have knowledge about it. Like we
Got
get
it.
the knowledge here in the spoken class, sir.
Right.
These types of question come, but if I go to study grammar and try
हाँ,
to catch some question, they will surely not come 100% sure.
okay. Got your point. Got your point.
I will
Yeah.
come, sir, and you will see the question.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do share the question maybe in the group as well. Okay. All those questions जहाँ ये सब चीजें पूछते हैं वो कि ये बताओ वो बताओ. That's amazing. ये तो बहुत बढ़िया है. अगर ऐसी चीजें पढ़ने का मौका मिले, I would love to teach this kind of stuff. Okay.
Sir, what silly thing I did in that question.
Hmm.
Of course, it was not a noun, sir. I should have thought about it.
Okay.
To take off is not a noun, and I have take the take off as a noun.
What four
I
options
thought,
you're
sir,
talking about? Tell me the four options again.
sir, noun, conjunction, preposition, and gerund.
और वो अंडरलाइन किसको किए हुए हैं?
Take off.
Take off.
Yes,
The
sir.
plane is ready to take off. And they are giving you options like gerunds.
Yeah.
And noun. And
I
conjunction.
And preposition.
And preposition.
Should I get the question, sir? But
Please
I'm
do.
sure. Yeah, okay, sir.
Please do.
1 minute only.
It's very confusing to my understanding. According to my understanding, these four options don't make sense here. One option you are saying gerund. No, gerund is not 2 plus v1. Gerund is the ing form. Okay. So that is eliminated. Conjunctions
Sorry,
and
sir. It is verb is there, sir. Sorry.
Okay.
The verb is here, sir.
That's what I thought. How could
you know why I didn't thought of verb? Because I saw the is and I thought is verb. So how can
Hi, verb of
take
the
off it?
sentence.
Is ready.
आपको is ready, verb of the sentence. और वो verb खाली ऐसे नहीं देना चाहिए था उनको. Okay. लेकिन वो तो verb है ही ना. Ready to? अच्छा आप बताओ मुझे. Okay.
I
I'm
thought
giving
sir,
you
maximum verb there can be 2 in a sentence.
नहीं
So
वैसे मत
is
सोचो. ये
there.
सब गलत बात है. Please don't make such a comment. I won't let you make that comment. Okay. कि maximum verbs can be 2 and 3. ऐसा कुछ बात नहीं होती. ऐसा कोई बुक नहीं कहेगा. ऐसा कोई पढ़ाने वाला कहता है तो बेवकूफ
No,
है.
it just
Okay.
felt like.
हाँ. Let me tell you. अगर आपको मैं कहूँ, चलिए देता हूँ कुछ verbs. Okay. Read, laugh. ये सब क्या है? Verbs हैं कि नहीं है? Okay. I want to laugh. I want to. तो want verb है, ठीक है. तो laugh भी तो verb ही है ना. लाफ तो वर्ब है ना. लाफ अपने आप में क्या है? वर्ब ही है ना. And bolo, I want samosas. Ab bolo I want, I want success. Success verb hai kya?
No, sir.
I want to succeed. Succeed क्या है?
Verb.
Verb. तो ऐसे डिसाइड करना था और नहीं. ठीक है, बात समझ में आई? और वो जो बी वर्ब था ना, वो सेंटेंस का वर्ब, सब्जेक्ट का वर्ब है, लेकिन वो पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच के हिसाब से वर्ब नहीं है. बात समझना, इस बात का बहुत जरूरत है. देखो दोस्तों, आज तुम्हें कुछ बातें बोलता हूँ, इसको थोड़ी देर के लिए होल्ड करवा के, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि तुम सब ये चीजें समझो कि पार्ट्स ऑफ अ स्पीच, 8 पार्ट्स ऑफ अ स्पीच, they are not about the sentence, they are about the language. There are 8 parts of a speech, means all the words. Speech means everything that comes out of your mouth. You have heard this line, 8 parts of a speech, 8 parts of a speech. What is parts of speech? So first of all, a speech means things that you say from your mouth, things, meaningful things that you say from your mouth. That's a speech. This speech, everything that comes out of your mouth, can be put in 8 categories. So here we are talking about words. Words can be put in 8 categories. But when you say, talk about a sentence structure, sentence has parts. Subject is a part of the sentence. Verb is not here part of a speech. Verb is a part of the sentence. And after that, object sometimes is a part of the sentence. So here we are, when I say verb, this verb and the verb in part of a speech is not the same thing. When I'm talking about sentence structure, the verb here is a part of the sentence. Part of the sentence. The sentence can be broken down into different parts. When I say, I saw him, okay? So this 3-word sentence has 3 parts. I is the subject part of the sentence, saw is the verb part of the sentence, and him is the object part of the sentence. Okay? Now, do not confuse this verb as the verb in the part of a speech. Okay? Yes, it is a verb, but here it is a part of the sentence. Please. Yes, Tani, you can. Okay, no problems. You can. So when you said, Sumit, that be verb is part of the sentence there for the subject. I am ready to get married. I'm ready to get married. So here, to understand the sentence, the structure of the sentence, I will say the verb is be verb. Okay? Because if you want to make a negative, you will say, I am not ready. Okay? To get married. But get married is definitely a verb, part of a speech. Ready is an adjective. I is a pronoun. I is a subject. I is a pronoun. So subject, when we say I is a subject, we are saying part of the sentence. I is a pronoun. As a word, I is a pronoun. Understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But
yes.
it is playing the role of the subject in the sentence. Please understand what I mean. So yes, it was a silly thing to say that it was a noun. It should have been a verb. And when you gave me 4 options, I was like, how is it possible to choose any
Yes,
of
sir.
these?
Sorry for that, sir. I literally,
Okay.
though it
That's
got out
okay.
of my mind.
That's okay. That's okay. So guys, subject, verb, object, these are part of the 3 parts of the sentence and 8 parts of a speech: noun, pronoun, verbs, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, preposition, conjunctions, and interjections. These are 8 parts of a speech, means any word in English, okay, must belong to one of these 8 parts, categories. Parts of a speech means 8 categories of a speech, 8 classes, different classes, okay. A pen is a noun. For children, we teach a pen is a noun. But when your English level grows, gets better and better, higher and higher, then pen can be a verb. Sahil Ludhianvi penned this song. Sahil Ludhianvi penned this song. It means the lyricist was Sahil Ludhianvi. He wrote the lyrics. He penned this song. Okay, school is a noun when you start English at the elementary level, A1, A2, B1 level. But as you grow higher in terms of your understanding, then school can be a verb. I will school him, means I will train him, I will teach him. School is a verb, but do not teach a school as a verb to those people who are beginning to learn English. Otherwise, they'll confuse everything. Okay? School is a noun for them. However, normally boy is a noun. So as you grow higher, go to the advanced level, C1, C2 level, a lot of nouns start to act as verbs. A lot of nouns start to act as verbs. Keep working. This is why I say, if anybody has patience, 2-3 years time to work on English so that all their life, they never feel embarrassed anywhere about their poor knowledge of English, then they should just put their head down and be here at STC and go through different, modules that I offer. Elementary module, pre-intermediate module, intermediate module. But unfortunately, I have not been able to convince people. Yes, it is effective. You guys can see there are students who have studied these 3 courses and they make better decisions, okay? But unfortunately, still I have not been able to change the way majority, think about English. These people still think a 6-month course will make them a master. Why do they go to those classes where they give them a 6-month course to qualify a job? To qualify a written exam for a job? I mean, for banking, SSC, why do they go for a 6-month course? Why? Don't they know that 6 months, if 6 months was enough, then why would there be so many people not, making it? Still, students are not thinking, the teachers, why would they care? Because they want to earn money. I will join the crowd sooner or later. I have to, because I feel frustrated, I don't want to walk alone like this and have, feel like, oh, I have to explain what I'm doing. I don't want to. If I start teaching in a traditional way, there will be not too many questions. And I know my explanation will still be better than many other teachers. That will make sense to the students because I'll come from a practical point of view. It's just a matter of time. Okay, come back. Where were we? French resistance and helped a lot of people to escape the country. Escape the country is the same thing. The only place where to doesn't matter. Otherwise, everywhere else, agar to hai, you can't remove it. Hai nahi, dal nahi sakte wahan. But here, to doesn't matter. Whether you write it, leave it out, doesn't matter. Helped a lot of people to escape the country. The Gestapo, number 3, guys, about Nancy, and the Gestapo found out about Nancy, and she became their most wanted person. And she became their most wanted person. She became their most wanted person. Well done. Very good. They looked for the white mouse everywhere. They looked for the white mouse everywhere. But she managed to escape. Abhi aa gaya from France. Dekho? To the UK. She managed to escape from France to the... And here you saw she escaped the country. Okay? Escape the country. And now here, escape from France to the UK. Both uses are correct. Escape a place, escape from somewhere to somewhere, something like that. Okay. She managed to escape from France to the UK. Her husband to join her in London, but unfortunately the Gestapo him and shot him. यहाँ से बीच में नहीं समझ पाएंगे. Why did I go until the end of the sentence? To understand what the context is. Okay? इतने में पढ़ के कैसे decide कर लोगे? Her husband to join her in London. कैसे? आगे पढ़ो ना. But unfortunately, the Gestapo him and shot him. Now, I want to know what you guys think about 5 and 6. Her husband was preparing. अभी यही होता है sense. Okay? पढ़ के समझ में आ रहा है कि her husband was preparing to join her in London, but unfortunately, the Gestapo found him and shot him. Found him and shot him. When Nancy got to England, she joined the Special Operation Executive, SOE. When Nancy got to England, today I was teaching this in the elementary class, get home, but get to somewhere, get to school, get to Patna, get to Delhi, pahunchna, right? Arrive. We too got to. When Nancy got to England, She joined the Special Operations Executive. She joined the Special Operations Executive and became a fully trained agent in only 8 months. And became a fully trained agent. A fully trained agent. ये बहुत अच्छा expression है, इस पे गौर करना है. A fully trained agent. Agent is a noun, verb, adjective.
Noun.
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 The noun. Trained is
Verb.
nah.
Verb.
No,
Adjective.
it is an adjective.
Adjective. It's an adjective.
Trained agent.
Fully
What
trained.
kind of, how? Fully trained. Fully is an adverb.
Fully trained.
Adverb.
An adverb describes an adjective describes a noun. A completely wrong answer. महसूस करो इसको. A completely wrong answer. So answer is a noun. Answer को describe कर रहा कौन? Wrong. Wrong किस तरह
Wrong.
से wrong?
Completely.
Completely wrong. So
Completely wrong.
completely is an adverb. We talked about adverbs in this class. Okay. Adverbs describe everything except nouns. So adverbs will describe adjectives too. Wrong is an adjective. लेकिन wrong को describe करना कैसा? Completely wrong, not partially wrong. See, there can be wrong in two ways: partially wrong and completely wrong. बात समझ आ रही है दोस्तों? Okay. She is a really intelligent girl. यहाँ पर girl noun, intelligent adjective, really adverb. Okay. Okay. So Nancy was a cool character. No, we missed a few sentences. We skipped a few sentences. She became a fully trained agent in only 8 months. अब इसमें भी देखना, only 8 months को underline करके समझते हैं. Months is a noun. 8 is an adjective, numeral adjective. It is a numeral adjective, okay? And only is an adverb. Only 8 months. देखो फिर से समझाता हूँ. Months is a noun. Months के बारे में कुछ पता चला किससे? 8 से. 8 months. 8 says something about months, which is a noun. So 8 has to be an adjective. Now only 8. Only 8. So only is an adverb. Adverbs describe everything except nouns. So in this case, only is describing an adjective. Only 8. Only 8. And in the previous phrase, fully trained. Fully is an adverb which describes an adjective, trained. Okay. A trained teacher. A trained teacher. All right. A trained teacher. Trained. Untrained, well trained. Okay, like that. Okay. After her training, yep, we can say that. We can say that. It is an adverb. Well trained. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. So understand, adverbs do not describe only verbs. They describe adjectives too. Okay.
Sir, only one question last.
Go
Sir,
ahead.
when
And everybody, I want to encourage you. Never feel shy to ask questions. Never feel hesitant to ask questions. Otherwise, I'll be very disappointed. I think I go out of my way to be friendly with you guys, okay?
Yes.
To make you feel comfortable so that you can feel comfortable asking any questions that come to your mind, okay? Go ahead, Samir.
Sir, it's also in my exam, and it is the last which I have taught that I don't really want to go. Besides, it's too late now. And what is noun, adjective or adverb?
Sorry, you said a sentence. I don't want to go now. Besides, it's too late now. And
the word now in the sentence.
You have to
Besides,
find the nouns.
No. It's too late now. So here the now
is an adverb, beta. Now is an adverb.
Because it is describing late.
It's late now. Yes, it's late now. It's late now. Now it is late. So now is an adverb. Okay. और कुछ तो adverbs ऐसे हैं जो धीरे धीरे आपको याद रहेंगे. Now is always an adverb.
Oh,
मतलब 99% जो भी आप नॉर्मल केसेस देखते हो, नाउ इज ऑलवेज एन एडवर्ब. अच्छा सुनो, मैं आंसर
I
करता हूँ,
didn't know that.
कुछ हेल्प देता हूँ. लिसन. When, where, how, ये तीनों क्या होते हैं? हमेशा एडवर्ब होते हैं. ठीक है. जो भी इसका जवाब आएगा ना, जो भी जवाब आ गया किसका, when, where और बोलो how, ये तीनों का जो भी जवाब आएगा, it is an adverb. Easy, simple, याद रखना.
Okay,
ठीक
sir.
है. I
Yes, sir.
was sick yesterday. Yesterday क्या है?
Sorry,
Adverb. क्योंकि मैंने
adverb.
कहा when, yesterday. ठीक है. They were here yesterday. Here is also an adverb because where? Here. Okay. मजेदार बात क्या होती है, सुनो. They were in Patna yesterday. They were in Patna
In Patna
yesterday.
yesterday.
Ab listen to this sentence and tell me, Patna is always a noun. Easy, no problems. It's a proper noun. In is a preposition. Everybody knows. No confusions there either. But in Patna together is doing the job of an adverb. A preposition and a noun came together in Patna, and it is doing the job of an adverb. Where were they? In Patna. Where? In Patna.
In
Where का
Patna.
जवाब क्या होता है? एक एडवर्ब होता है. तो
Adverb.
इन पटना, अगर कोई पूछे पटना क्या है तो नाउन, इन क्या है तो प्रीपोजिशन, और इन पटना क्या है तो
Adverb.
हाउ इंटरेस्टिंग इज इट.
Yes.
पटना इज अ नाउन, इन इज अ प्रीपोजिशन, लेकिन इन पटना टुगेदर इज एन एडवर्ब.
Adverb.
Okay. Yes. So the answer to questions where, when, how is an adverb.
Adverb.
Okay.
Okay, sir. I will keep that in my mind from now on.
Fine. Yes, yes. Let's continue. Where were we? She became a fully trained agent in only 8 months. After her training, she went to France on a mission. After her training, she went to France on a mission. After her training. देखो, सुमित ने एक बात कही, और बात तो, इस बात को सब लोग समझो और इस बात को अप्रिशिएट करो कि कितना मेरे लिए लाइफ मुश्किल है. उसने कहा कि सर, देयर आर क्लासेस फॉर NDA, and unfortunately the things we will study in those courses will not help us solve questions, right? The questions will be better solved if I understand English. So I'm here because I'm going to work on my understanding of English. अब ये बताओ सुमित, hundreds of students are preparing for NDA, 99 are studying in those classes, one is studying in this one. बिजनेस
Sir,
का तो बंटाधार हो रहा है भाई. समझ रहे हो? How do
for
I
all
convince
subjects
them?
it is happening, sir.
Sorry,
from-
You
Sumit.
need to monetize your class.
Sir,
What do you mean monetize my class? खाली fancy word बोल दे तू. मतलब
it's a
बता
slow
इसका.
process. You will get to
आपको
know
थोड़ा अपडेट करना होगा, अपडेट नहीं कर रहे हैं ना.
देखो, दिखावा पर तो हम कुछ करने वाले हैं पक्का. As far as the looks are concerned, I'm going to work on those things, but
तो
a little later.
सर
Yeah.
उस टाइम मैंने बोला कि उस मोनेटाइज करना, तो अभी तो आप उस लाइन पे ही आगे, उसी वर्ड पे.
Monetize उसको हम नहीं समझते. आप monetize करना is slightly different, like the word you're using is not actually appropriate for what suggestions you're making. The suggestions you are making are different, okay? They are not monetizing. You could simply say, I have to make my classes a little more, I will say, attractive in a way. बात क्या है कि भैया आपने मिठाई बहुत अच्छी क्वालिटी का रखा है, ऊपर से
बट
ढक्कन
सर
रखा है
व्हेन आई से
गंदा सा.
लिटिल मोर
तो लोग
अट्रैक्टिव,
देख के कह रहे हैं कि भाई इसके अंदर क्या ही हो सकता है.
होगा तब ना.
इसको पता वो आ रहा है लेना, हाँ, दो वही बोला चाहिए, अच्छा टेस्ट पता है. बट न्यू पीपल कैसा गंदा. And everything else, they walk into the class, it doesn't look like a class which can be of this level, जहाँ इतनी अच्छी पढ़ाई हो सकती है. ये भी एक मायने रखता है. Yeah, totally. हाँ.
First you need to make a Instagram page.
Okay, चलो मेरा रोना रोज चलता रहेगा, तुम लोग टेंशन मतलब मेरे रोने का. Okay, let's focus on the learning, guys. Okay, okay. Is it Ashfa there? Is it Ashfa there? Yeah. Hey, Ashfa.
Sir, C
Next time,
benefit
next time you.
benefiting one by one, one buy one get one free.
No, no, no. That's not happening. That's not happening, Ravi. Okay. After her training, she went to France on a mission. After her training, she went. अच्छा देखो, गौर से देखना बेटा. After her training, she went to France on a mission. After is a preposition, everybody knows. After is a preposition. After and before are usually a preposition. Okay. After her training, here her is a possessive adjective. Training is a noun equivalent. Training is a noun equivalent. Okay, gerund जो कहते हो ना सुमित. Training is a gerund and it is a noun equivalent. Train is a verb, right? तो ऐसे कई नाउन verbs हैं जिससे noun बनते हैं, जैसे swim, swimming. Swimming is a good exercise. Running is bad for your knees. Okay. Smoking kills you. Smoking is a bad thing. तो सारे वर्ब से ही ना आईएनजी लग के नाउन बन रही है, नाउन इक्विवेलेंट. सो दीज आर जेरेंड्स जो नाउन जैसा काम करते हैं. जेरेंड्स वर्क एज नाउन्स. सो आफ्टर हर ट्रेनिंग, आफ्टर हर डेथ, आफ्टर हर मैरिज. हर के बाद नाउन ही आएगा ना दोस्तों, लॉजिक करो. आफ्टर हर मैरिज, आफ्टर हर डेथ, हर के बाद क्या आ सकता है? नाउन ही आएगा ना. तो ट्रेनिंग नाउन इक्विवेलेंट तो होगा ही ना. आफ्टर हर ट्रेनिंग she went to France on a mission. अब तीनों वर्ड्स को एक साथ रख दो. आफ्टर हर ट्रेनिंग का अंडरलाइन करके पूछे ये क्या काम कर रहा है, नाउन, वर्ब, एडजेक्टिव, एडवर्ब, तो क्या बताओगे?
After her training, she went. Adverb.
एडवर्ब है भाई. तीनों वर्ड साथ मिलकर एडवर्ब का
Yeah.
काम कर रहे हैं. क्या सवाल पूछोगे? when did she go to France? आफ्टर हर
After her
ट्रेनिंग.
training.
तो व्हेन का जवाब क्या होता है? एक एडवर्ब होता है. आप भी बता दो, मैंने कितना कितना आपसे मेहनत करवाई ये बात समझाने के लिए. कितनी आसानी से ये चीजें समझ में आती हैं, है कि नहीं आती? लेकिन थोड़ा फाउंडेशन भी रहना चाहिए आपके पास टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. मैंने प्री इंटरमीडिएट में ये बात बोल दी और आप लोग फॉलो करना शुरू कर देंगे थोड़े समय में, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. इट्स वेरी इजी. तो ये मैंने कोई किताब से नहीं बता दी आपको ये बात. इट्स ऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, प्रैक्टिकल अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो व्हेन a teacher has a practical understanding, his answers are not from the book. Bookish answers don't make much sense. She went to France on a mission. Soon क्या है? Part of a speech बताओ. Soon. Adverb.
Adverb.
When? Soon.
Adverb.
Soon, Nancy fought with the men in some of the fiercest battles. Soon Nancy was fighting. यहाँ पर Nancy was fighting जितने लोगों ने चुना, well done guys. It's just a sense of English language, you know, that made you choose. Soon Nancy was fighting with the men in some of the fiercest. Oh, okay, fiercest is a superlative adjective. Tall, taller, tallest. Rich, richer, the richest. The fiercest. Fierce. F-I-E-R-C-E. Fierce. पहले fierce word समझते हैं. Fierce.
Yes.
Fierce is an adjective, clearly, and it describes a person who is ready, you know, like a fierce fighter. It means someone who easily accepts defeat or does his best till the last moment he fights. A fierce fighter. All right. In the Lok Sabha, in India's parliament, there are politicians from the government side, there are politicians from the opposite side. Some politicians have a reputation for their fierce personality. Like there is this woman, please do not make it political. I'm already regretting talking about politics in the morning. And so there is this woman from Paschim Bengal. She's in the Trinamool Congress. Another woman who speaks very, very fiercely against, Modi ji. उस पे केस भी चला था because she took money, from a rich man. Mahia Mitra. Okay, so that woman is a fierce, politician or parliamentarian. She doesn't feel scared. She just speaks so like that, fierce. Okay, so fierce is not having fear. Fierce, fear nahi uske andar. Fierce, तो fierce और उससे ज्यादा fierce, fiercer and सबसे ज्यादा fiercest battles. Okay, पूरा एकदम जबरदस्त लड़ा हुआ लड़ाई, एकदम जिसमें एकदम सोच नहीं रहे कि मरेंगे बचेंगे. Fiercest battles. In some of the fiercest battles. So adjectives, नए words आएंगे, उनको आपको देखना उसका फैमिली क्या. फियर्स के बाद में क्या, बैटल्स, लड़ाई होती है. बैटल्स मतलब लड़ाई, राइट. अब ऐसी लड़ाई जिसमें दूर दूर से गोली चला रहे, बात खत्म. नो, बहुत जबरदस्त हो गए. फियर्सेस्ट बैटल्स. ओके. She was fighting with the men in some of the fiercest battles. I like that kind of thing, she said. I liked that kind of thing. I like that kind of thing. Some girls have that, personality. They are fierce. Some girls, if you shout at them, they'll start crying. You just shout at them loudly and they'll start crying. And some girls are not like that. Okay. Nancy was a cool character. Nancy was a cool character. She was a cool character because she was from New Zealand. That's why. New Zealand is a cool country, cold country. That's why. Okay, cool means positive. Okay, cool is a good word. So you can describe somebody as cool. Okay, he's a cool politician. Okay, Nancy was a cool character. One day, one day, yes, exactly. One day, while she was eating or she ate her breakfast, which one? She was eating her breakfast.
He was
Number
She
9.
ordered a soldier.
She ordered a soldier
Ordered a
shoot
soldier.
an
Shoot an
enemy
enemy
spy
spy, yeah.
while she was eating her breakfast. और उसको कैसा बता रहा है? Cool character. मैं कहूँगा वो, she was a psycho. What is the word? Psychopathic नहीं. Maybe psychopath. कभी some words, slip off your mind, Anyways. Yes. A person who doesn't feel emotions. A person, psychopath is right. Psychopath is okay. Okay. Psychopath is fine. So some people are psychopathic, they don't feel emotions. So she was eating her breakfast and she ordered a soldier to shoot an enemy spy. And read, it didn't put me off my breakfast. It didn't put me off my breakfast, she said. She was different from Alia Bhatt in the movie Razi. She did what she was expected to do as a spy, but she felt the emotion. She cried. She realized that she was breaking a lot of people's trust. She was doing something that is considered wrong in society. Win somebody's trust and do something against them, live in somebody's house and make, send information, hatch conspiracies against them, their country. Yes, you're doing it for your country. That's okay. But still, somewhere you have to understand that you are cheating these people at least, right? So she felt the conflict and she cried. This woman did not feel any conflict in her mind. She was eating her breakfast and said, go kill him. And it did not put me off my breakfast. Ye acha phrase hai, padho. It didn't put me off my breakfast. So usually what happens, if you have to order somebody's killing and you are eating your breakfast, after ordering the killing, you will stop eating. You will not feel like eating. When you hear, okay, imagine this, you are eating an ice cream, all right? Eating an ice cream and then going down your road and suddenly you see a dead cat. So some people feel so disgusted, they stop eating that ice cream. They will throw that ice cream. They will not be able to eat anything for next 10, 15 minutes. All right. It is possible. So we can say that dead cat, the sight of the dead cat, usko dekhne ki wajah se, put the person off his ice cream. Okay. Now, put somebody off something. Okay. I'm trying to explain this phrase to you guys. I looked at her. She smiled at me. She was amazing. She was fantastic. Very beautiful face, a fantastic appearance. All right. Everything amazing. I went close to her. I danced with her. She was a fantastic dancer. And then she said something. To aapka naam kya hai? All right, guys. And after that, I said, excuse me, mera phone baj raha hai. Oh, excuse me. And I left that place. I didn't dance with her. I didn't feel the attraction anymore. It means her speech problem put me off her. Right? Now, I'll give you another similar example. I saw a girl at a distance sitting on a chair at the railway station or something, looking all pretty and smiling and everything. All right. And then I heard her voice, beautiful voice. She was talking to somebody on the phone. And then I went near to her and I talked to her. She was talking to me. I was talking to her. Everything was great. And then we came a little closer. And then I felt the bad smell from her mouth. Oh my goodness. I made an excuse and left the place. It means her bad smell, her bad breath put me off her. Put me off her. Okay. Now, listen, again, you two people are on a date having great conversation with each other, no problems. And then politics comes up and the girl expresses her political opinion in a way that the guy feels very uncomfortable. And she says, okay, I have somewhere to go. I'm sorry. And he leaves. So her political opinion put this guy off her. It means he stopped liking her. He stopped feeling attracted to her because of her political opinion. But here in this case, she ordered somebody's killing and it still did not put her off her breakfast. It means खाती रही उसका breakfast उसको बुरा नहीं लगा उसके बाद भी. Normally what happens? Okay, so I hope you understand, put somebody off something. Look, you came to my class, you enjoyed learning English with me and everything. And one day I kind of shouted at you. All right. And after that day, you never liked me the same way. It means my bad temperament or temper put you off me. You didn't like me after that. You know, maybe you left the class, you came to the class, but you did not show the warmth, you know, the warm emotions anymore, you know. So that put you, that my reaction put you off me. तो प्लीज राइट सम सेंटेंसेस, थोड़ा सा रिवीजन कर लीजिएगा, सिमिलर सेंटेंसेस लिखिएगा और क्या ही कर सकते हैं. What put, अच्छा इससे एक और भी सवाल बनता है कि what puts you off करके तो पूछ ही सकते हैं, what puts you off people, what puts you off people, okay, what puts you off people. लोग जो हैं, आप लोगों से किस वजह से ये हो जाते हैं, पसंद करते करते ना पसंद करने लगते हैं. What puts you off people. So अगर top 10 आंसर्स ढूंढे जाएं तो एक आएगा bad breath. Bad breath puts us off people. कोई आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है लेकिन उसका शरीर का मुंह का बदबू आएगा तो आप उससे फिर अट्रैक्शन नहीं फील कर पाते. Okay. Bad body odor, शरीर के दुर्गंध भी, इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग. पॉलिटिकल ओपिनियंस कैन पुट यू ऑफ पीपल. आप किसी को बहुत पसंद करते लेकिन उसकी पॉलिटिकल ओपिनियन सुनने के बाद आपको लगता था यार ये तो बेकार आदमी है, राइट, एंड यू डोंट फील द सेम अट्रैक्शन एनीमोर. So there are quite a few common answers, right? What makes you, what puts you off people? What puts you off people? Okay. And इसी वजह से ये सारी चीजों को put off कहा जाता है. मैं बोलूं, bad breath is a big put off. Okay? और turn off भी बोलते हैं इसको. Turn off, sorry, मैं गलत बोल गया. Put off नहीं, turn off बोलते हैं. It's a big turn off for me. Bad breath is a big turn off for me. हाँ, मतलब किसी के मुंह की बदबू के बाद हम उस आदमी को पसंद नहीं कर पाते हैं. I can't feel attracted to that person. Okay, bad breath is a big turn off for me. Okay, unsophisticated, style of talking. Unsophisticated style of talking. Unsophisticated speech is another big turn off for me. कोई लड़की बहुत खूबसूरत, मुझे बड़ी अच्छी लग रही, पार्टी में देख रहा मैंने, वो बैठी यार ट्रेन पे, बहुत अच्छी लग, तब जो बोला लियो ना कि क्या होला ना, तो फिर मेरा मुंह उसी समय हो जाता है कंडोगोल, हो गया, बात खत्म. ऑलराइट. Unsophisticated speech is another big turn off for me. मैंने आपको अपने बारे में बहुत कुछ बता दिया दोस्तों, किसी और से शेयर मत कर दीजिएगा प्लीज. ओके. ऑलराइट. Okay, chalo, koi nahi. Guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. Please work hard. I'm trying my best to help you guys. You need to cooperate with me, okay? You need to understand my objectives. You need to understand I'm not here to give you 4 or 5 interesting sentences जिसको याद करके सब जगह चिपकाते चलो तुम. Okay? You have to develop understanding for English. Work hard, okay? See you guys. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.